right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Oh, no, I'm lying. Today is Saturday. Happy Saturday, May the 4th, 050424. So, May 4th, 2024. That's why I titled it, May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. You know how I ain't never even whatchamacallit, bro. Is that Star? There's Star Trek and then there's Star Wars, right? There's Star Trek and then there's Star Wars. I have only, I don't think I've ever seen a full movie of either one of them. First of all, I'm gonna just put that out there. I have not watched a full Star Wars movie or a full Star Trek movie. I have started to watch. I have watched bits and pieces of both. Like I'm not even sure if Star Wars, I know is like legendary, as in like the storyline goes 4, 5, 6, and then it goes back to 1, 2, 3, and there's multiple Star Wars movies. Like apparently that always does good. Apparently that doesn't have a that sequence doesn't have a hit or miss. That doesn't have it has no misses. I'm not even sure Star Trek has that many movies. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, uh, today's Saturday. Today's Saturday. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Graffiti Jungle and another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your chief, Jahar, leader of the Camp Dynasty of Spiritual Bands, because we take our abundance with our asking what's rightfully ours. All right. Okay, so social media. What's on social media this afternoon? It's just a lot of the beef with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Now, we had the original two. What was the original disc? Was it Drake first? Yeah, I don't like. Okay, even with this whole thing, I don't know how it started. I don't know how it started. But then Drake had the push-ups. Then Kendrick, and everyone was waiting for a little minute, and then Kendrick came with that 6-minute song, Euphoria. Then Drake came back with just had a new one, and it was called, I don't know what it's called. This next part of it, I don't know what happened. Like, Drake has the push-up, John. Okay, and then I guess he had the Instagram thing where he had the AI Tupac and the AI Snoop, and that was like, that's a little weird. I don't know. Okay, all I know is Kendrick had the 616. Kendrick dropped the 616 in LA. Then Drake drops Family Matters. And after Family Matters, Kendrick just now comes back with so apparently people was going off on the fact that he dropped Family Matters, and then in less than 30 minutes Kendrick drops what's the joke? Meet the Grahams, because I think that's his real name, Aubrey Graham. And so, all right. So if you what you got? First of all, when the first few discs came out, like I said, even not first few, any of these, it's like with Dish Jones, it's like you don't really want to actually listen to him. Now, even with Drake, this is why I was on some. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you want to say about Drake. He ain't never apologized for nothing he said. He put his stuff out there, stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Stand on business. So I forget, but somebody else was trying to make a comment about that as well. Like with Drake being Wayne's prodigy, Wayne is looking back like, all right, yeah, like he doing his thing, bro. Like he not ducking no smoke. You know what I'm saying? Now, it is win or lose. You know he's still coming with more. You know what I'm saying? Records. He just can keep making music, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like it goes unaddressed. Like he's the least responded. So like I don't like with the now the Meek Mill joint. The Meek Mill, I think his beef with Meek Mill, I think people say that Drake won that. But the one with Pusha T, most people was like Pusha T just like, but if you see what Drake has done after the Pusha T diss, it's not like it ain't like Pusha T ended his career or nothing at all. So, it's I mean, but like it's in the sense of he went back and forth with him for a little bit. He ain't gonna keep going back and forth, and then boom, like he at least responded, stood on business. He ain't come out here with no apologies, and he had this whole thing with Kanye, and so this is just now it's actually but people are appreciating about this whole rap beef is that people are they're making more music. They're getting out here, get in the studio, get in the booth. Like what Lotto say to Ice Spice, get in the booth, bitch. Get in the booth. So you seeing them make more music. You seeing them make more music. And everybody in the booth. You know what I'm saying? So and you can't be mad at it. Like people are they're making more music right now. That's what we can at least appreciate, which was like, yo, it had to get it. It was getting boring. Things was getting boring. This is what we got to look at. So boom. So now I didn't really necessarily care for. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. When it comes to like diss tracks and whatnot, you don't really necessarily like really listen to them. Like that's not really like real music that you gonna sit here and play. You know what I'm saying? Like da 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 blah, blah, blah. Like it's not album music, right? It ain't gonna go on the album, and people just gonna keep listening to that on the third. But so that'd be the one thing. So you like listening to it, a lot of them you're not gonna keep listening to over and over type of thing, or like it don't really be sounding. It's just not that. It's not quality music that you gonna go on whatever. Now, so that's why I was like that Euphoria Jane. I did. It's like it sounds. It's a weird sound. And I was like, I don't know if I listen to this. I don't want to listen to it no more. The Drake 50 push-up song, it was real fast paced, and I just wasn't. It just threw me off. I was like, I just listen to it, whatever. Same thing I can say about like the Chris Brown disc. It just wasn't like, who wants smoke with me? Who wants smoke with? Like I was like, all right, all right. So, I didn't like listen to the Chris Brown jank too much either when he did Quavo, and I think Quavo even had a response to that anyway. Then, um, I started watching Grease. I'm gonna come up to this rap beef, but I started watching Grease, so this live is going to go under. Um, he's gonna go to Tangential Thought Chat Show. It's gonna go to my movie review playlist, and it's most likely going Pokemon playlist, the movie review playlist, and Tangential Thought Chat Show playlist. I feel how many things I can mention. So there was that. Oh yeah, but the latest few, Kendrick comes right back with the 616 in LA. Now that one, I was it wasn't this whole weird sound. It was more chill, and it was just like boom, well I'm just dropping, I'm spitting this. You know what I'm saying? I can listen to that. Not gonna keep listening to it. Like one letting like it was like cool to keep listening to, but it was like all right, I can really sit down and listen to it. It was like it wasn't annoying me. So the 16 in LA. Then Drake comes back with the Family Matters. That was real. So with the Family Matters, Drake actually like it's on that. You know how that song with Future, Life is Good. Drake beefing Future and Metro Boomin. That song, Life is Good. You know how you got Future part and then you got Drake part, and then switch up the beats or whatever. Yeah, I ain't like that beat switch, but in Family Matters, it has that. It has a here's one half of the song, beat switch, here's another half of the song. Um, it's whatever. And so, but I will go ahead and say this because when you listen to the 6 in LA, I don't even know what he was dropping this on the third one. There's a lot of people, a lot of Kendrick Lamar fans is really on some. Oh, he said this and he did this because of this, and they doing the research and trying to break down all the shots and references and something. I'm like, all right, bro. Like they saying the most random stuff, like he dropped it at this time because of this and blah, blah, blah. Like, and that was Drake's locker number 2. I'm like, yo, and Degrassi. I'm like, son, they saying anything. They saying anything. So outside of that movie past that, his last one though. With both of them, like the 6 in LA and the Family Matters ain't. Now, oh, so this is what happens. Basically, in the Family Matters one, Drake calls Kendrick Lamar an abuser, and Drake he says it multiple times, and he kind of like emphasizes the point that Kendrick Lamar abuses his wife or whoever he's married to, or that was the thing too. He was like, she not even your wife. Like you proposed back then, and you still ain't make her your wife. Y'all still ain't get married yet, so we know how this gonna turn out. And what you putting their hands on her because she bigger than you, like so. Drake is really emphasizing of like whoever, because Kendrick has also dropped the mention that he got a dad. He focused on raising his kid or whatever. You don't know about raising kids, so Kendrick is on some. No, so Drake is now like. So I don't know if that's his baby mom. Like I don't be in these people's lives like that. So it's like this stuff be like new information. So it's like so what you saying? Like, and is it speculation or is it true? So he's like basically. So if I'm just going off based on what you call it, Kendrick Lamar has a baby mama. Because Kendrick was talking about having a son and a child, this and third. And Drake is saying that and like apparently they might be engaged, but they've been engaged for some years, and so when the wedding happened, so um, Drake was basically saying like, yeah, you got your whatchamacallit, and you abuse whoever you dealing with, whatever, right? Then right after that, Kendrick comes back with Family Matters. Now Family Matters. Now I was watching a slight little video, and it was like it's a letter to each person in the family. Like he's like, dear Adonis, so that's Drake's son that we know about, and he's like, dear Sandra, which is Drake's mom, dear Dennis, Drake's dad, and then he addresses like a daughter, and he was like, yo, you got you got an 11 or 12-year-old daughter that you don't talk about, that you don't know when to address. Now, when the whole Pusha T drama was out, Pusha T dropped the whole, yeah, you got a kid, it's like you got a son. And Drake bar was, let me not misquote this. Now, I put some stuff on whatchamacallit, so I was like, I can go to my YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go over here, view the channel. I think we're at like 1476 subscribers. The video that's doing numbers right now is there was a lady who, so she had one day she had given me money and for food, and I went and got the food and I brought it back to her. We sat and kicked it, and then I was out there again. I kept checking on her a couple of days, and then there was one day she was like, yo, can I ride your bike? And I just recorded her riding on the bike, whatever. I posted that, and that's doing like thousands. Well, we got 1.47K. Now we count by the tens now, baby. We count by the tens. So now I got over 1,000 videos, and I don't know when we're gonna hit 2,000. That's gonna be crazy, right? All right. Now, no, I don't want this yet. Not yet. Oh, I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid. So I was like, yo, you can't say that again, bro. Like you said that the last time. And whoever this is now, she is so fine, bro. If y'all ever see her on Threads, bro, she is fine. She don't miss, bro. She got like I'm talking about the fits be on point, and she just be posting the pictures, and the picture be like, dang, ain't even trying. Somebody commented on her picture was like this. Gotta catch him. Yo, that joke was funny, bro. It was that comment, bro. That comment was like, Pokeball, straight fire. This is what I'm talking about. This is the whole. Let's read it. So let me get this straight. 616 in LA. 616 is Tupac's birthday, start of the OJ trial, Nicole Simpson's funeral, Father's Day, release date of TV show Euphoria, date of a 2011 Kendrick show in Toronto, multiple Bobby verses. It's like, bro, is any. I don't even know how much of this is really true, bro. They just saying it. So this is what they saying, bro. Yeah, so I put all that on the page. I put all that on the page. Not everybody on some they joking. 'Cause I think that's Tobias Harris. I think that's Tobias Harris right there. And of course that's J. Cole. J. Cole apologized. So it was like, yo, J. Cole, I understand why you apologize. You didn't want to smoke. And then Tobias Harris, he dropped 0 points. So I don't. It's like you don't be knowing certain stuff, but like apparently Jimmy Butler was like, y'all gonna choose Tobias Harris over me? Tobias Harris over me? And Tobias Harris had 0 points in the second Sixers elimination game. So somebody had a comment on my video and was like, are you trying to look like a great value? Are you trying to look like a great value greaser? And I didn't know what greaser was. So if you Google greaser, you're gonna see movies that picture Grease, the movie Grease and whatnot, like people leather jackets and da da da. So I started watching the movie. Now, at first I was posting like I was watching it to see what I do quotes and stuff. That's my first book. My first book is filled with quotes and then my response to the quotes. So I was just writing some like the little sayings and stuff down from the movie. I don't know what time frames when you based that, but they wearing leather jackets. They got the old school Jones, whatever. So I'm posting like the whatchamacallit on threads, and the one girl. So okay, we get into the movie now on Grease. So Grease start off with what I'm saying, the guy and the girl, they on the beach kissing, making out, having fun, splashing in the water, just like that one. But then they're like, all right, man, like we gotta split up, this and that third, boom, boom. So she was like, she going back to Australia. And he was like, oh, okay, this and that third. That's like, well, we have to end this here. Or she's like, does it have to end? He's like, nah, it's just the beginning, baby. But he just saying whatever. And she going back to Australia. So then, first day of school, they in high school, senior year. Then first day of school, you know what I'm saying? Um, she going to the school, and apparently she does not go back to Australia. She stays back, and so she's in the city, and she goes to the school, and so it's the T-Birds. The T-Birds is the boys with the leather jackets. You know what I'm saying? And then the pink ladies is the girls. So she started making friends with the pink ladies, and the pink ladies was like, well, how was your summer? And then the boy with the leather jacket, his name is Danny. Her name is Sandy. So Sandy, she with the pink ladies. And the pink ladies like, how was your summer? She was like, I met a guy. And then, so Grease is also a musical. And so I think this is the first musical right here. So when they first get off the summer journey, and they got to talk about, um, and so the boys asking Danny, how was your summer? You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, I was at the beach with the shorties and everything. We were not nothing. And then the girl's asking her, hey, Sandy, how was your summer? She's like, oh, it was so wonderful. I just met this da-da-da-da. So they started singing, and and so she like, yeah, they tell me both sides of whatever. And then they finally, she was like, well, what's his name? What was the guy's name? Whatever. And she was like, Danny Zuko. And the girl's like, oh, okay. I think you're gonna be seeing him real soon. He might just pop up somewhere. So I think it fast forward a little bit. She's now a cheerleader. Mind you, it's like a big school, so I don't know how they. So, but like in big schools, people get lost. You don't be knowing everybody. So they go to move So it's at one point, and we fast forward a little bit. It's like a bonfire. She's a cheerleader, and da 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 woo woo woo. And then so I feel like one of the girls, I think one of the girls like grabs what's involved, and she's like, "Yeah, follow me, this and the thing." And she pull up to the girls, and then she's like, "We got a surprise for you, Danny." He's like, "What surprise?" Oh, the girls. Okay, this how. Yeah, the girls. So the cheerleader girl, Sandy, the new girl from Australia, cheerleader girl. Boom. Now she walked with the pink lady. The pink lady's like, "Well, yeah, walk with me." Da da da. And so they walk over to the T-Birds, and they just chilling. And the one guy's like, "I got a surprise for you, Dad." He's like, "What surprise you got for me?" And then so they show her. And he was like, "Sandy, da da da, woo woo." But he was like, "I thought you was going back to Australia, da da da, woo woo." And then somebody said something behind him. He was like, "Oh yeah, but da da da, woo woo." So he got to go back. So basically he has this image to maintain, and so he completely like blow her off and like da da da, boom boom. So and when he blow her off, she like da da da, and so the girls she go running off crying, and the one girl, "Hey Bailey, go go." Caught it after her. Caught it after her. Make sure she poop in the woods. So the girl was like, she's trying to console her. She was like, "Men are rats. Worse than that, they're fleas on rats. Even worse, they're the amoebas on the fleas on the rats." Like she was trying to make it like that less than that. This other that movie. Um, so I think the movie kind of like fast forward, and then so she ends up starting to talk to this other little guy, whatever, and then you know, he go to a party. They see he see her dating him at a little restaurant, a little ice cream shop or whatever. And then he gonna meet her at the jukebox, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, I had an image to maintain." He's trying to apologize to her, this and that. And she's like, "Well, he does such and such. What have you ever done?" So he's just trying to play off of different sports, and then he run a track, and she like on the bleachers, you know, what I'm saying, chilling with the boy or whatever. And then he start hurdling over hurdles, and then he falls over one hurdle, and so she goes to like, "Oh my goodness, he just failed." So she goes to help him up. She goes to help him up, and then what's she doing? So then they get back to, he's like, "You still dating such and such?" And she was like, and then he's like, "Who you want to dance with at third?" Da, da, da. And she was like, "Well, that depends." He's like, "Depends on what?" So it's just, you know, those, that whole little, that just, it was just that whole little thing. Like she knows she like him and she want to be with him, and so he know that he want to be with her, and they just faking it for, you know what I'm saying, just faking a phone. And so when they actually get around each other, it's, come on now, you know I like you like me, like whatever you stop playing, you know, that be a thing. So that was the other thing though too, like how like you, because you saw her at the, clearly she's on a date, but she see the boy, and so she go over to the jukebox to get herself alone, and then he comes over there and try to talk to her and it's like that. So how somebody could be in a relationship with, or be entertaining somebody else, but clearly have feelings for somebody else. Like, clearly got feelings for the other boy, but you entertaining somebody else. So until this person act right. So I wrote that. Um, then so when she meeting the girls or whatever, she's like, I'm saying a lot, right? Whatever. So when she first with the girls like, "Well, I'm having to sleep over, you come to my place." So she don't really do nothing about this on the third, and then so eventually though, she start, how do I say? She starts. What do I want to say, bro? Oh, she go to the sleepover, and so she don't really drink, smoke, do all this other stuff. And so, but the girls is like, they smoking cigarettes, and so she was like, da da da, boom, boom. And so they get her to, she takes her first puff, she smokes a cigarette, just a little bit, but then they start passing, like, they was like, "Well, how about some of this and that third?" So they start drinking wine, and they get her to drink, she take like a sip of the wine, and And then the girl's like, well, I'm about to be a musician. Can I pierce your ears? She's like, man, I'm starting to feel sick. This ain't that one. But they peer pressure her, and then she goes to the bathroom. They try to pierce her ears. Then next thing I wrote up, I just wrote the first puff because it was just, there was at a sleepover. You know what I'm saying? And it's always about those things that you do. Why do you do the things that you do, and what behaviors? I ain't picking it up, man. I ain't picking it up. Come on, man. I don't even know what you're about. Okay, and it's like I got to her, otherwise she gonna start. She was like, you was licking all the grass. You was licking the grass. I ain't picking it up, but my hand gonna be dirty. But she picked it up. I thought she was about to go away. She picked it up. Came in the sucker, came back. But those things that you would do, like, so for me, right, my first time smoking a cigar, peer pressure. It's like, come on, bro. You could be the only one here. It's just as this. It's not even that. Like, let me just do it. Those things that you do, and the things that you, and it's like, what about the things that you wouldn't do? You know what I'm saying? Would you still do such and such under no circumstance? Would you still able to try it if it was just up to you and didn't have no pressure? And it was just you by yourself in a room. And you just had choices. Would you still do X, Y, and Z? But she ended up drinking that little bit. She smoked that bit. And it's just like, yeah, she did all that. There was another little part I wrote down. He's like, you're cruising for a bruising. You know what I'm saying? So that was just another little part. Oh my goodness, she actually trying to. Oh, here with a mosquito, bro. I'm gonna kill this shit. If I see it, it kind of like blend in. Let me see. Oh, that was on my phone. I ain't trying to be itchy, bro. You ever be wondering, like, when mosquitoes, like, do you ever stop biting? Like, do mosquitoes get full? Like, how many times you gonna bite me? Like, can you bite me to a point like, yo, you're not gonna bite me no more? Like, do you ever just stop eating? Like, goodness gracious, bro. Can a mosquito get full? That's a question. And we can do that. But he's like, you're cruising for a bruiser. Oh, even me doing this, there's this one thing. I don't know if you've ever seen somebody do that. But I don't know if they used to actually do that back in then. I don't know if it's just for a movie or whatever. But dude was like, he got in trouble. And dude somebody said something to him. And he was like, so, I don't know. Yeah, I ain't never really seen somebody do that. Like, just really bite their fist. Like, I want to do something, you know, trying to restrain. Like, what is that right? Then, so the one girl, right? Oh, so during the sleepover, the T-Birds pull up. Thank you for pulling on the pole. Thank you for pulling on the pole. Black Lamborghini is the name of my next book, and I'm really in the space of like, what should I do here? Because my mentor teacher gave me some money, and it's like, should I get cigars or tobacco, or like, what should I do? I'm really debating, man. But they having a sleepover. The T-Birds pull up. The girl hops out the window. She was like, well, I'm going to do such and such, da-da-da. So mind you, if you've ever been a teenager, if you ever snuck out the house, or if you ever ran away, there's just some things about being a teenager and this and that. Anyway, so she hops out the window. The T-Birds is this and that third. So she goes, you know how they say the girls be picking and choosing? She go to say who gonna choose her, that type of thing. She come down, the pick me vibe. She come down to pick me vibe. So she stepped down, she come out the window. Mind you, she could just went out the front door. But maybe I think the parents might have been sleeping or something like that. I don't know. And so she hops out the window, and So she walks up to the car. She started, you know what I'm saying, this, that, third, boom, boom. And she said something to the one boy. She said something to Danny, and Danny was like, "You looking good?" She was like, she's like, "Yeah, eat your heart out." He said, "I don't like sloppy seconds." He said, "Sloppy seconds." He said, "Sloppy seconds ain't my style." So that jump, when you watching the movie, bro, like her name is Rizzo, and that's just cool, right? Because now everybody talk about Riz, charisma, and this and third. Now Rizzo has a very smart mouth. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody who will be sarcastic, has a very smart mouth. You gotta have thick skin because people gonna talk to you a certain way too. So, and that's the thing with girls, like especially if you gonna talk a certain way, and then you know you gotta you gotta be to dish out what you gotta be to take what you dish out. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. So he says, she's like, eat your heart out. And he was like, sloppy seconds ain't my style. I said, whoa. She bounced back from it because she ends up going up with the one boy. Then they, now mind you, old school type of joint. Like, so it's like, I don't know if it's really supposed to be like 50s, 60s, whatever. So they go, it's like, so what you will see is a row of cars and everybody making out in the cars. And so this is also like driving movie theater type time, this, that, so it's a row of cars, everybody making out at the other one. So they go making out, and I don't know the other guy's name. He's the one of the first people that you see with a leather jacket in the movie, and he's just like he a taller one, and he the first one that you're gonna see with the leather jacket that say T-Birds. He the taller one. They kind of look up to him a little bit. He a little rough around the edge, and so he'd be dating Rizzo. But anyway, they in the back of the joint making out, and then she basically comes down and say, "I see that 325." She come out with that whole, you got protection or whatever. I forget what exactly. She might either say that or she might say something different. My pants again. I just washed these pants. These pants are already dirty. Um, so she daggone is like, I'm gonna get these daggone mosquitoes, bro. It's 2 of them right now. That's why I don't even want Bailey right. That's why I kind of got to go through the stick. You don't be stressing me out, bro. Cause she'll just sit here, like she just standing, she just standing here, and the mosquitoes just gonna plop down and get on her unless I throw the stick. And it's like, bro, go, bro. Like, it's like she not gonna move. She just sitting here waiting for me. Throw the stick. And it's like, and the mosquitoes. No, I don't feel like throwing the stick, bro. I'm trying to get. I wanna caught these mosquitoes, bro. Man, which one's annoying, man? Look, here go one. I'm gonna get these mosquitoes, bro. That jump, bro, you be so itchy, bro. You be so itchy, bro. Now, how does it go? Alright. Oh, but even with that one zone, I was talking about, they make, I'm going, not going in order here. The makeout section happens after the next part, this part, but anyway. um, they making out, she has to get protection. And he's like, he's like, yeah, this and that. So he pulls out the condom, and he looking at the condom, and then the condom break. The condom break. And so she was like, how did it break? He was like, I had it since 7th grade. So now, this is a thing though, right? Being the type of situation where it's like, do you have a condom? And then, if you don't, baby, sitting here talking, and she's just whining all the time. No, but I'm not throwing it right now. I'm not throwing it. Hell, bro, these are, like, this is why. Do these pants look? Right here. Let's see. It was not like this. We get tired of it, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got a fresh pair, clean pair of clothes. Yeah. It's like I gotta do something else because she gonna sit here and whine. Well, since Egg ain't come back into the screen, bro, that's whatever. I can rock the body, bro. But now it's like that forehead is like really far out. That five head is really protruding. Anyway, I took it off because I walked over there and then the sun is out. It was raining this morning, but the sun is out now. Yeah. Okay. So we're back to the movie. They're making out. Oh, I was talking about being in a situation where you don't have a condom, and then it's like, so what's up? We here. I'm ready. You ready? You want to stop? You want to keep going? And then, so she's sitting there and then she's like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? They keep going. But that's a situation that you be in. It's like that moment right there. Like, you want to stop or you want to keep going? And it's I guess, and not all the time, but sometimes, for the most part, depending on who you're dealing with, it's that's risky behavior. That's risky behavior. Nah, because it's like you mess with somebody and you know that things are okay. Like it's like okay, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, but if you mess with somebody and they're sketchy, and then it's like, that might mean it just went, bruh. Man, you really can be. You really can be. Sometimes you really gotta look back at situations like, yo, I am so glad. You look at the timing, you look at this and third, you're like, oh my goodness, I got out at the right time. Keep moving. Now, so if it flies, wind it back a little bit to when she snuck out the house and she was talking to him saying, boom, boom, he's like, I ain't got sloppy seconds or whatever. He does end up leave. Danny ends up leaving and walking or whatever. But she's like, where you about to go? Flog your log? And he's like, it's better than me around you dorks. But so I wrote flog your log because I haven't heard that before. Flog your log. That was when I was in sixth grade. When I was in middle school, it was the saying that this is when you first started. The saying was beat your meat. So I had never heard of flog the log. And then the last thing I got written down is they was on a date and the boy not really paying for nothing. This is Rizzo, whoever Rizzo date be dating. The boy wasn't really paying for nothing. He was trying to get the paperwork, and she like, man, I'm tired of going to Dutch and this and that. He was like, bro. He said, well then, look like you got to be going out by yourself or this and that, whatever. Cause they ended up breaking up for a little bit, whatever. That's what part I'm at now. The boy Vince Fontaine and look here you go. It just this joint was trying to get blood through my pants. That joint really nestled on my pants. Trying to get some blood. Now. When they at the shop or whatever, and going back and forth, Rizzo and the guy, whatever. She tired of paying for stuff, whatever, this and third, and he was making like these little smart snide remarks and comments, got it out. So it gets to the part where she kind of like being quiet. He's like, "What's going on? Like, you got a personality of a wet mop." You know, there's just those sayings, right? I never had heard that before. You got the personality of a wet mop. It's funny. These were the pictures I took yesterday. Well, let's do Thursday and then yesterday. So just go through all these pictures. Boom. Oh, come on, man. It's just my fault. It's my fault. That's why they should. I don't know. It's like having a white. I didn't have a white PSP. I had a red PSP. But this white Switch, boy, it's not gonna get dirty. All right, here we. Okay, Pokemon. Man, I'm in the mix, man. Hold on. All right, so boom. I like that one. I'm just switching it up. Pictures with the bike and whatnot. With the Easy Pods on. Then I was like, boom. I just switched the joint up. Went from the burgundy one to the and kept the flat cap. Same pants. This time with the other Yeezys. I had the 450s on this time. So put the 450s on. Boom. The 450s. So I posted those. This picture, I had liked this one, but it was just this random junk. I thought it was like rain, because it was about to start raining. That's why I went back into the library. I had just tried to get this picture, but it was like the picture before and the picture after, it didn't have that. So I was like, I didn't know what that was. So these were the pictures. Now, what was crazy was Instagram was like, we got new story filters or stickers or whatever. And you know, I be on the Polaroids and whatnot. So I come to this. And then I thought they had a random time, but no, it actually puts the time that you took the picture. And it says today at 3:33 p.m. I was like, wow. So I saw, and the time I'm doing right now on here just said 44:44. So I saw 3:33 there, and I saw 44:44 just on the timer on this live right now. But I was like, wow, I took the picture at 3:33. So I was like, man, let me just keep going. So I was like, and then I'm gonna make this page 9. Let me turn the volume on. What a volume? I'm out here moving like I ain't got no opponent. I'm giving free smoke like whoever want it. And I know it's blessings with my name on it, and I'm praying to God, please don't postpone it, because I know everything works in divine time, but when you operate in a lack mentality, you're more likely to pull a crime. And you don't wear a watch, so I know you don't know what time it is. You just make it happen. That's why people think you capping when they making demands on your ship, and you the captain. Yeah. Then I was in the other neighborhood, so this time I was like, I ain't gonna be chewing the gummies this time. I just had a gummy in my hand. So I recorded which one then I had to flip the camera back around. Um, so that's why the first part of it is I even have to what you call that too. And it's not even a lot, but it's just a little bit. It's not even a full second. There. I just gotta crop it. Done. Save video. So I had set the camera like this part blurred because I had zoomed in. The only thing that caught my attention was that house because of I guess the top of it was gray, and so that's why I recorded that part. With the back camera zoomed in, and then I recorded from the front camera, just posted, and I had to come back. So boom. So somebody commented on my video and said, "Are you trying to be a great value greaser?" Boom. I think they just mad that I wear clothes that I don't iron and they still don't got no crease in them. Come on. Somebody else said it's a 30-year-old in detention. Close, I'm 31. It ain't detention, but I still got your attention. And it's just crazy that I'm in a whole nother dimension because YouTube is the only way that you'll be able to mention my name. Come on. And then somebody else said, boy. So then I decided to put that into like, we were working on the YouTube poetry book. So it's boom, Kim Dynasty is the YouTube. And I decided to put the pictures in there. So the way I decided to do it, we were working, it's a poetry book. This was yesterday's, page 9. This is page 10, and that was that. So page 9 was called Captain Crunchberries. So somebody commented on my video and said, "Are you trying to be a great value greaser?" So I think they just mad that I wear clothes that don't iron and they still don't got no crease in them. Because I started deleting something from my phone. Because if you could, I'm the one out here coming off the top of the dome. There go another mosquito. You see the mosquito. You see it. You see that? It's crazy. Is it landed right? Oh, it just moved. So before I deleted the pictures from my phone, I just put them in the video, and then I shot it to this to save memory on my phone. So yeah, that's where we at with stuff. Nah, that made me want to look back like, ain't nothing crazy in here. No, it's just on my stuff, bro. I guess in the playoff picture, we was right. Look, Boston and Indiana called it. New York and I know Boston. Hold on, from here, let me just. Yeah, this mosquito. I don't know. Where's this mosquito? It's another one. My hands is already whatchamacallit. They done bit my hands up. If we had to look at the picks that we had, right? If we look at the picks that we had, chose the Celtics over the Heat. Yes, they did that. Oh, I didn't know who to pick. That's the thing. I didn't know who to pick for the Magic and the Cavs. But apparently, they just forced a Game 7. Boston. We chose. I was like, I had wrote New York, but I didn't know who was gonna win. So, but New York did end up winning. The Knicks ended up winning, and the Pacers ended up winning. And they might have won 4-2. I wrote 4-2. Hey, bro, now let's just. I called it 4-2. Pacers 4-2. I wrote New York. Had Boston, Indiana. I didn't know who was gonna win the Cavs and the Magic, and I put So we had everything right on this side. Wolves and Nuggets, yep. And OKC and the Mavs, yep. OKC and the Mavs, yep. We did it. We called that. The Mavs won. OKC won. The Wolves won. The Nuggets won. Yes, sir. We called all of that. We was, bruh. That's wild. Anyway. from there, from there. What I want to say from here. Now, from here. All right, that was all that. I think we just back to Greece. The last part of Greece that I didn't finish watching the movie. I got like 30 minutes left. It's so, and I watched like an hour and some. It's almost 2 hours long movie. First of all, so I gave it a lot of time. I watched it for the first like 90 minutes or so. I got like 30. Yeah. So there was a school dance. They had this little dance off. Now it's getting a little weird because at the dance off, a couple people were starting to break up. So Danny and Sandy come back together. They go to the dance together. But Rizzo done broke up with the one boy, and so Rizzo decides to go with a Scorpion. Scorpion is like the T-Birds, but I don't. They beef. They just beefing. But they also got leather jackets, and they got nicer cars and whatnot. So Rizzo decides to go. Rizzo and her friend decide to go to the dance with him. The rival gang. Now, one of the boys, somebody brings up this Hispanic girl, who can really dance and da-da-da, and apparently she's a, I'm saying, read between lines, she's at her school or whatever. And she's right here, she about to say something. So they looking at her, they like, yo, how do you know him? And so they were asking, he like, yo, I just know her. And then he was like, well, how do you know her? And then he was like, she brought up a little bit later. He was like, well, she from around the way, or she's just a family friend. And then it ends up like in the dance off, whatever. If they tap you, you gotta go sit down. And they trying to find like the best dancer. And so he ends up dancing with her. And this is where I kind of like stopped it. I stopped it after or a little bit after this. They started dancing. Him and that girl, the Hispanic girl, they got some type of history, we don't know what it is yet. And him and her start dancing. And of course, again, Sandy runs off again crying. So, that's why I kind of like left off that. Now, I'm a little antsy, like, a couple things. So, that just came right in my face, bro. Since that threw me off, what did just come back to my mind was. So, because one little part of it do remind me of Johnny Bravo. You know what I'm saying? The way they be slicking their hair and greasing it, this and the third, boom, boom. Also, there's no black people. There's straight white people in this movie, right? I mentioned the Hispanic girl. That be a thing that when you see it, when you watch certain pictures and stuff, when you see if there's variety in the movie, it'd be like normal. But if it's all black, all white, it kind of like sticks out. So it's like very heavy, predominantly white movie. So what I was about to say was, I'm like, okay, it's like I'm in a slight position, right, where I can either get a cigar or tobacco. See, I gotta have these talks with myself. Like, well, because I don't know if there is like, sometimes you get something, you could do something. So if I was to like make an investment, right, low key, and for something that because it's on my mind, an investment to me would be the waterproof phone case that costs $20. There's this one guy, he'd be having his yard sale or whatever, and he was selling this the little army hat for $2. It's kind of cool. Then I could get tobacco, and if I get tobacco, I'll actually have some money left over, and I could get some snacks or something. And then how I would kind of want this journey to go, I would want a cigar and tobacco. I would want a cigar and tobacco. For me. For me, the way I would want to carry this J. Now, I did see, like, there is a, I mean, I could get one. It's something, I get some little small J's. I don't want that. The tobacco will be like 10, like, I'm like, it's like $11. I just need like $3 more or something like that. That's why I need like $3 more. So, but, here, oh, come on, come on, come on. Come on, it's two more, bro. And that's the only thing. That's like I want to sit here and play Pokemon, give you an update, but it's like bad mosquitoes out here, bro. It's just like bad mosquitoes. I'm gonna have to give you an update on Pokemon at the library or something. The library will close at 5 o'clock today. Man, I think I might go over there. I think I might just check to go see. I'm gonna check to go see. Um, no, cause I wanted to tell you about Ditto. I want to tell you about Ditto. We won't play Pokemon another song. I'm not about to say that. It's just thing I want to say. Man, I just want that hat, bro. I want that hat. Cause it's like, hey, what I think all I might try to do though is be like, hey, look, bro. I'm trying to get a cigar and tobacco. I'm, hey, bro, I'm gonna go talk, bro. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk my, I'm gonna talk my talk, bro. I'm gonna try to make it do it though. I'm gonna see something.